everyone. Today is Monday, April 20th, 2020. This is Dr. Coop here with the morning announcements. I'm not wearing a hat today because I actually ran out of hats, so I'm going to have to borrow some hats from some friends. So stay tuned. I'll try to get some new hats. So I started out with the Madison Strong logo. I just love that logo. Sorry that the morning announcements are a little bit late today. We had some technical difficulties that we figured out. So we're going to move on to the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And our weather report from our weatherman, Frank Nunn, is...
Good morning, KRS.
Good morning, Frank.
Your high temperature today is 54, mostly cloudy in the morning, then becoming partly sunny. Highs in the upper 50s, north winds 5 to 10 miles per hour with gusts up to 20 miles per hour. 37 is your low, partly cloudy, lows in the upper 30s. North winds around 5 miles per hour, becoming west after midnight. Thank you.
Well, I thank you, Frank, for such a great weather announcement. Our birthdays today, happy birthday to Wyatt Ertz, Elizabeth Hill, and Antonia Waddington. Happy birthday to the three of you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. From the Counseling Corner, Mr. Levine, remember it's important to be a good listener, and there are tips and techniques to being a good listener. One thing we should always remember is that good listeners never interrupt. They wait until the person is finished speaking before they talk. Thank you so much, Mr. Levine, for the important reminder. I will make sure that I am a good listener today. What kind of drink? Riddle of the day, also from Mr. Levine. What kind of drink do golfers drink the most? They drink tea. Thank you, Mr. Levine. That's clever. So a tea, as in golf, is spelled differently than tea that you drink. So the tea that you drink is TEA. The tea in golf, and this is a T right there. See that red thing right there? That's a T. The golf ball sits on the tee, and then after that's all set, then you hit the ball. You drive the ball. So that is what a tea is, but it's spelled differently than what you drink. But still, what a clever riddle. Thank you, Mr. Levine, and thank you for the golf lesson, too. Student highlight, caught being awesome. Caught being awesome, Ethan from 4S, you are awesome. During remote learning, Ethan has been doing an awesome job with his work. In addition, Ethan has been creating wonderful mini sculptures at home. Keep up the awesome job, Ethan. Congratulations to Win for winning the third grade spelling bee, which was held on Friday, April 17th. It was a nail biter, and Win won in the 15th round. The winning word was faucet, F-A-U-C-E-T. Win will receive his prize when we return back to school. Win and all the other third grade student participants should be commended for their wonderful sportsmanship and behavior. Great job, third graders. Story highlight of the day from Mr. Paradiso. Monday, that's today, Giraffe Problems by Jory John. This story is all about a giraffe who hates the way his neck looks. He learns from a friend that he should learn to love himself just the way he is. So let's take a look at a little bit of a preview.
To fly a rocket ship, you need to be an optimist.
And we're going to skip the ad, although that looks very interesting. We're going to start from the beginning.
Giraffe Problems by Jory John, illustrated by Lane Smith. Read aloud book for kids. I feel bad about my neck. I do. I can't help it. It's too long, too bendy, too narrow, too dopey, too patterned, too stretchy, too high, too lofty, too necky. Yes, my neck is too necky. Everybody stares at it. This guy, that guy, him, her, them, whatever that is, Her again?
Oh.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Paradiso. Looks like a great book with a very valuable lesson. Thank you. Word of the day from Mrs. Guzowitz is vacation. What does it mean? A period during which an activity is stopped for a time. How do you use it? When school ended last summer, we went on a vacation to the beach. Thanks, Mrs. Guzowitz. This day in history, in 1862, the first pasteurization test completed by Louis Pasteur and Claude Bernard was completed. In 1912, Fenway Park, and here's a picture of Fenway Park, which is in the city of Boston and the state of Massachusetts, and Tiger Stadium in Detroit, both opened for the first time. In 1920, U.S. Supreme Court Justice John Paul Stevens was born in Chicago. In 1926, sound is added to film for the first time. And in 2008, American race car driver Danica Patrick won the IndyCar 300, becoming the first woman to win an IndyCar championship event. And here's, like I said, Fenway Park, which is in Boston, in the city of Boston, in the state of Massachusetts. It's a historical park, a great place to visit if you want to learn a little bit of history about a ballpark, as well as the city of Boston. Learning new things. A student learned to sneeze with her eyes open. A third grade student learned how to make a protective mask so that she and her mom could sit 20 feet from her grandparents, talk, and give them air kisses. A student learned penguins have knees. A student learned how to make grilled cheese and make her own lunch every day. A student learned how to knit and loves riding her bike. A student learned that even though a student knew how to roller skate on a roller rink, she learned how to do it on the road. A student learned that spiders have 8 eyes but can't see very well. Some can't see at all. A student learned that you can bake a cake without butter, without eggs, without milk, and without electricity. A student learned how to take apart a phone. A student learned how to ride a bike. 2 fifth graders learned a trick called seesaw. A first grader learned how to play chords on a piano. From a fourth grader, honey never goes bad. Also, you can drink year-old milk and not get sick, but it might not taste good. And a student learned how to fix the handlebars on her bike. A first grader learned how to play chords on a piano. A student learned how to ride her bike with no hands up and down a hill, even on a flat road. And a student learned how to ride a skateboard. Wow, that's a lot of learning. If you learned something new lately, email me at coopk@madisonnjps.org to share what you learned. State of the day is Rhode Island, which is the smallest state in size. Rhode Island was the last of the original 13 colonies to become a state. Rhode Island shares a state water border with New York. The Cogswell Tower in Central Falls was the site of an Indian observation point in use during King Philip's War in 1676. The capital is Providence. The population is a little over 1 million people. The major cities are Providence, Warwick, Cranston, Pawtucket, and East Providence. The borders are Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York, New York is a maritime border, which means water. The GDP, which is the gross domestic product, is about $51 million. Key industries: jewelry, metal products, shipbuilding, healthcare, tourism, and electrical equipment. Agricultural products include dairy products, eggs, nursery products, and vegetables. All right, so let's take a look at the map and see where Rhode Island is. Oh, there it is. See, it's very tiny. There it is. There it is on the map. Mrs. Moran's health tip of the day. Every Kid Healthy Week is this week. And today is Mindfulness Monday. Stay grounded, sit quietly, crisscross legs, hands on knees, eyes closed. Practice your breathing exercises. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3. Refocus throughout the day and think only of positive thoughts. End the day with yoga poses and positive statements. I am strong. I am happy. I am healthy. I am safe. Thank you, Mrs. Moran. I'll make sure to say those positive statements today. Fun facts: rain contains vitamin B12. A bolt of lightning is 5 times hotter than the sun. The footprints of the moon will be there for 100 million years. Jupiter is the fastest spinning planet in our solar system. It only takes about 10 hours to complete a full rotation on its axis. Many people believe that early mermaid sightings can be attributed to dehydration and manatees. The average brain weighs about 3 pounds. A newborn brain weight is about 3/4 of a pound. Your nose and ears never stop growing. The average 4-year-old asks over 400 questions a day. Starfish can regrow their arms. In fact, a single arm can regenerate a whole body. The total weight of all the ants on Earth is greater than the total weight of all the humans on the planet. Earth Day fun fact, which is just in a few days, on Wednesday, April 22nd, 2020, we'll be celebrating 50 years for Earth Day. Oh. A big shout out to guidance counselor, Mr. Levine. Keep calm and see your school counselor. I love guidance counselors. Big shout out, Mr. Levine, for all that you do for us. We appreciate you. And finally, love this quote. I am still learning, from Michelangelo at age 87. And so the purpose of this slide is that at age 87, this very, very famous artist still was learning. So that just goes to show that we are going to all learn no matter what age we are. I'm still learning every single day. You will always learn throughout your lifetimes. So keep that in mind. You will still be learning no matter how young or how old you are. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Make sure that you work hard on your assignments that your teachers give you, that you respect yourself, that you respect your parents, that you respect everyone in your life, and make sure that you also take some time for play. That's very important as well. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.